Hi, I'm Ben Ciccarelli with IWS Sales, and today I'm going to be showing you our brand new 2020 Renegade Veracruz four-wheel drive 35 full wall slide model. I'm so excited to share it with you today. I know a lot of our fans have been waiting for another video. A lot of you are at home just like we are today at home, wanting to see some more content. You're ready to see some more videos, and we're going to do that for you. And what better way to do that than on a great spring day in Mountain Home, Idaho, and showing you our four-wheel drive Renegade model. We hope you're all staying safe out there. We're doing our part for social distancing. Our thoughts and prayers go out to anyone that's been affected by this. We're all gonna get through it. And what better way to start practicing social distancing than in your Renegade Veracruz? This is a brand new offering for Renegade, and this is something new to IWS. So a lot of you are gonna be surprised that you're even seeing this. We're really excited to share it with you. I want to give you a little backstory of why the Renegade Veracruz was developed. The Veracruz was really Renegade's way of getting you an entry-level coach to the Super C world. You know, a Super C is anything built on a F550 chassis, or you see some that are built on a Dodge 5500 chassis. Renegade sticks with the Ford chassis, and I'll get into that a little bit more why they do that. The Veracruz is really built for those of you that are looking for a nice and short coach, and you're looking for something a little bit more maneuverable, something that you don't have to necessarily tow a vehicle with, and something that is four-wheel drive. I mean, that's just really cool. A lot of you are like me that do some downhill mountain biking, that are adventurers, that want to go to parks and things. That's what the Veracruz was really developed for, is for those of you that are adventuring. So not only that, but some of you might be looking for something that's a little bit lower price point. You know, a lot of our coaches can range anywhere from $250,000 all the way up to, man, you can get to $600,000 on some of our coaches. This Renegade Veracruz, we have it priced at $170,000 before any of our rebates are kicking in. And if you go to our website, you can check out some of our great rebates we got going on right now for kickstarting the economy. So this, at $170,000, you're getting a four-wheel drive unit, you're getting something that's short. You know, this is 36 foot overall, it's 12 foot high, just nice and short, easy to move around in. And I want to preface, the four-wheel drive is really designed to help you get out of a sticky situation. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to be an earth roamer, right? You're not going to be able to clear any obstacle in your path or whatnot, but boy, you can sure enjoy going to Moab and going over some things that you might not be able to do in a traditional motorhome. And the biggest thing about that is this is a factory installed four-wheel drive system. This is, it's about a $5,000 option that you can order from us, and it comes straight from Ford. That's something that's factory covered. You're not getting some sort of four-wheel drive shop that's installing it that you don't know if, the reliability. This is coming straight from Ford. This chassis, the F550 chassis, this is the same type of chassis we use on a lot of our light-duty rollback carriers that we use in the towing industry. It's extremely popular. The Ford chassis that we have here is built with the 6.7 liter Power Stroke engine with the 6-speed torque shift transmission. Now, this engine is rated from Ford for the motorhome industry, so it's rated to 330 horsepower and it has 750 foot-pounds of torque. And they do that because there's a lot of weight that you got going on here with your motorhome. So they fine-tune that engine so that you're not going to overload it or anything like that. And when we talk about the Veracruz, you see a lot of our videos where we talk about how easy a lot of our Super Cs are to drive that are in a pickup. Well, this is exactly the same thing because it is a pickup, but it's a F550, very capable chassis. A lot of our towing customers are using it day in and day out to haul their equipment around and make their living off of. So we really believe in this chassis. It's something that's very dear to us. I'm a Ford guy personally, so don't tear me up in the comments, you Chevy and Dodge guys out there. The Ford chassis, why we really like it, why Renegade likes it, this is, it's coming with a lot of safety features. It's gonna come with all disc brakes like this is here. It's also got Advantech stability control and trailer sway control. And then it's also got side curtain airbags. And I find a lot of comfort in that, and I think a lot of you will too, sending your family in a motorhome like this, it's nice to know that you have something that's gone through rigorous safety crash test ratings, right? In the Class A market, where you got a big windshield in front of you, they don't have the same requirements that like a Ford has to go through for crash test ratings. So you can feel confident that Ford has a lot of factory installed safety items for you and your family in this rig. The F550 chassis also comes with, you got Sync 3 from Ford, you got all the factory OEM safety equipment, and just a lot of technology built into this thing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on and look at some of the outside features of the Renegade Veracruz. All right, so here we are. We're at the sidewall here of the Renegade Veracruz here on the passenger side. The first thing I want to show you and talk about is the sidewall construction, because it's made out of the same construction that a lot of our higher end coaches are built out of. It's our vacuum laminated bonded sheets. So they take aluminum construction, they take aluminum cross members, and then they take big sheets of fiberglass and they vacuum seal them together. And that's what gives you this really nice seamless look on the side. And with that, they're able to paint these. These aren't decals here. This is actual real paint, which gives it a nice look. It's gonna hold up better over the long term, so you're making a nice investment in your paint here. The Renegade Veracruz is nice and short. It's short in height and short in length. And you notice that there's no slides on this model right here, which adds a lot less complexity. There's only one slide on the other side, nice and simple for you. This is just a nice seamless look. The Veracruz comes standard with two 20,000 BTU furnaces. And I wanna talk about why that's really neat. So standard RVs really come with only one propane furnace, and they usually are towards the back of the coach. And that's great, but the problem with that is as a lot of you RVers will notice, is that it gets really hot in your bedroom area because that's where the furnace is and you're in a confined space. So you get really hot in the bedroom, and then it just blows into the rest of the coach, and it can be a little bit inconvenient at times. So Renegades went ahead and they put two furnaces in here. So now you have, not only do you have two zones of control, but now you have this furnace up here that allows you to help maintain the temperature better up here in the living space. So just a little detail that not everyone's gonna tell you about, but that's something that comes with the Renegade Veracruz. The Veracruz also has a nice big entry door here that you can see. It also has an outside entertainment center here. And a lot of you have been asking for that in a model, something like this. It comes with a nice 32-inch TV, and it comes with your entertainment center here to play your Bluetooth, your music and whatnot. A lot of you that are tailgating or just sitting around the campfire. The other thing that it has a 10-gallon propane water heater, which has been really robust. We use it a lot across the board, and just really reliable water heater system. You'll also notice that this has a Girard lateral stage awning, and we're not gonna pull it out right now. It's a little windy today, as you might be hearing on my mic here. So we're gonna leave that in, but Girard is really what a lot of our customers have been asking for as a brand for our awnings. And now let's go ahead and take a look at all the storage compartment layouts of the Veracruz here on the passenger side of the vehicle. And Renegade, I think, has done a great job of giving us tons of storage compartment space, not only on this side where a lot of your, you're gonna put a lot of your valuables here, so it's easy to access, but they also did a great job on the other side as well that we'll show you here soon. So, all right, so now I'm gonna show you the inside of the storage compartments here on the passenger side. So let's go ahead and start with this first one here. So as we open it up, you're gonna see a few things. The first thing you're gonna notice is our big 8D battery. This is the same battery used in a lot of our larger coaches as well. So it's a very expensive battery and very capable, I'll say. While I'm talking about battery systems, I'll also mention that this is prepped for solar panels. So if you wanna add some solar panels, we can sure do that. This one is prepped for it right now. The next compartment over is doubled, as it has your 3,000 watt inverter up top, and it also has some storage space inside of it as well. So let me sneak over here so you can see it. And you can see here that I have lots of usable space here along with my inverter space. I'll go ahead and close these. I'm gonna go ahead and move on down and show you the next compartment here. And you'll see it's just a nice storage compartment here. It's also got a pass-through hole here, so if you need to put any hose in here or anything like that, you sure can. All right, so now I'm gonna walk up to this next compartment, which is right behind our wheel well here. Just some extra storage, and below you'll see where your exhaust tips are. Here's our money maker right here. This is one of my favorite things about this Veracruz is that Renegade went ahead and optioned in the Cummins own diesel generator. This is our 8 kilowatt system. This is the same thing that you're gonna see in all of our bigger coaches. Very capable generator. It's diesel, it's quiet, and it's going to feed off of your fuel tanks here that are with your chassis. So you got 66 gallons of diesel fuel on board of this thing. So you got lots of fuel to be able to run this generator as long as you like. So here we are, we're at the back of the Renegade Veracruz, and there's a few things I want to point out to you. Right up at the top of the coach, you're gonna see the brake lights, and you're gonna see the backup camera. That backup camera feeds into the front monitor on your Ford chassis. You're gonna see it come through the sync monitor system. And we also have this aerodynamic rear cap. This fiberglass cap back here, it's not only great for looks, but it's also great to help the airflow right over the back of this thing. Helps with fuel economy. So moving right on down, we're gonna show you the trailer hitch here. The trailer hitch is rated for 12,000 pounds, and it's got a 1,200 pound tongue weight rating. So it's great for a small trailer or a small vehicle, and also great for those of you like me that love to bring your mountain bikes or any of your adventure toys right here. It's got a great tongue rating, so you can have a nice rack system on the back here to bring your toys with you. It's also got a trailer brake controller on here as well, and you're all set up for towing here. So with that, we're gonna flip this thing around and show you the driver's side. All right, here we are. We're at the driver's side of the Veracruz, and of course, the first thing you're gonna notice is that great big wall slide, and it's really cool that Renegade offered this. You know, it just adds a lot of simplicity to your life and your camping experience. So when you first pull up to your campsite, you just lower your jacks, and then you just pull this one wall slide out, and you don't have a bunch of slides to mess with. And it also adds a ton of interior space inside that you're gonna see when we go through the interior walkthrough. You're also gonna see that there's a vent to the microwave outside here. That's just a little feature that's nice to talk about. Some units don't even have that, so your interior now smells like a Hot Pocket indefinitely. The next thing I wanna mention is I wanna talk about our side bullet cameras that come on the Veracruz. The Veracruz has the side bullet monitor cameras here, so when you turn on your blinker, you're able to see your blind spot here, and it comes on in the screen in your motorhome here. Also from Ford here, we have our keyless entry, and I love this feature. I have a F250 personally. I have this feature. It's great you can leave your keys in your rig and enter your code here and not have to carry your keys around. Just a really nice feature from Ford. Also, this is where you fill up your diesel exhaust fluid. There's 7 gallons of diesel exhaust fluid here, and your diesel exhaust fluid and your diesel fuel points are all on the same side, so that's really nice and convenient for you as well. So now that I showed you all that, we're gonna now go through all the compartments on this side and show you what they have to offer. All right, so starting from the front here, we're gonna look at our first compartment here on the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. You're gonna see this big, long compartment here. And yes, this is a combined storage compartment. Great for having your gloves or any sort of utility things that you need here. So moving right around here, I'm gonna go ahead and open up both of these doors here because they are combined. So not only do you get more storage space, but you'll also have a surge guard protector down here and a transfer switch. And on a coach of this caliber, it's really nice to have this because you don't have to get out of your motorhome to switch for power from generator to shore power. Also having the surge guard allows you to have a little bit more comfort when you're plugging into a random campsite that you don't know very well. When you have a power cord reel right here, it's 36 foot. It's nice and convenient for you to be able to pull that thing out, plug it in, and when you're ready to go, you just unplug and hit that button and it guides itself in. You know, just an option that we really enjoy and a lot of our customers are enjoying. That way you don't have to deal with this big, huge cord and fumbling around it, and it stays nice and tight inside here. You'll also notice that we have one of our diesel fill points here. And when we move back, you'll see the next one. Just a cool thing to point out about here that this has an automatic transfer flow, so you don't have to go and pull different valves or anything to switch your tanks. It's gonna do that automatically for you. and you don't have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and move on to the back of the coach. So the compartment behind the wheel well here is our water and sewage dump controls. And what's great about this is that you have all your controls in one compartment, and you also have an inline water filter. And with all that, it's easy to read. They cut these out on a plasma cutter, really easy to see, and that way you don't have a bunch of labels falling off over time. This is also where your second fill point is for your diesel fuel. And now let's go ahead and look at the next compartment. All right, now you're probably wondering, when's this guy actually gonna talk about holding tank capacities in fresh water? Well, here we go. This is your dump station right here, and it goes right out the bottom, so you're already set up pretty well for gravity drop. And this has 45 gallons of gray tank and 45 gallons of black tank, and it's got 100 gallons of fresh water underneath the bed set up so that you can not have to worry about freezing up your freshwater tanks or anything like that. Nice and have all that capacity for dry camping and whatnot, so you can really enjoy your adventures. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and pull this wall slide out for you so you can actually see what it looks like with it being pulled out. And then we're gonna go show you the inside of the coach where our camera crew can go inside, and we can do a voiceover for you and you can see what's going on. Here we are, we're inside the Renegade Veracruz now. This is, again, the 35 FWS, which stands for the 35-foot full wall slide model. And you got this big wall slide here on the left-hand side of the coach, which, as I mentioned before, really just makes your life simple when you're camping. Pull one slide out opposed to 2 or 3. Also, that big slide gives you a tremendous amount of space inside of this coach, even though it is nice and short and maneuverable for you and your family. You're gonna notice some nice features here, such as opposing dinette and theater chairs for you and your family. You can opt in to have these as theater seats or a sofa as well, if you prefer that. Also, now is a good time to mention that the Veracruz also does offer another model called the 35 MDS, which has 2 slides. We also offer that floor plan. Please feel free to check that out. So here we are, we're at the entry door, and I just want to point out that it's a nice large entry door. It's nice and tall, and it's got a nice window inside of it, and it also has the television on top of it. So that's on a swing arm mount, so you can swing out the television for a little bit better viewing angle. And it's got a Bluetooth soundbar on the bottom, and the Bluetooth soundbar is great. You can hook your phone up to it, also uses the sound for the television, and it's great for just hanging out inside the coach and listening to music. And with the soundbar, it's nice to have, because if you ever need to replace it, you sure can. It's not as complex as, a surround sound system. Now we're gonna head over and look at the Firefly Multiplex system here. And Renegade's done a great job of packing a lot of technology into this motorhome. This is the Firefly system that they offer, and this is something cool that you can operate all of your lights and your slides and all of your auto generator start features from this tablet here, or you can run it off of a Bluetooth app on your phone. And you can control all of your air conditioning, your heating right here, just a central location for everything that you want to control for the motor coach. Open up your fans on your bathrooms. It's all right here. And you'll see throughout the coach that there's other control panels that you can operate the coach. So turn on and turn off all the lights and more features like that. So we're really happy with the Firefly system, and being able to get technology like this in a coach at this entry level point is really, really neat. And it's also good to point out the auto generator start feature coming on this coach. So auto generator start, or AGS as we like to call it, is a feature where your generator can come on automatically on command if your batteries get too low or if the coach gets too hot. And so if you're camping and you walk away from the motorhome, you can have your generator come on
on and off as you please if it gets too hot or if your batteries got too low when you're out fishing or doing some mountain biking or anything like that. So with the AGS feature and all this technology, you got a lot of great features put into this system at a really nice price point here on the Veracruz. Here we're going to show you the dinette setup here. So this doubles as a dinette and also as a sleeping area for somebody. Now, those of you that are wondering how big this is, it is built for smaller people. So I would say either a child or just a really short person. It's great for sleeping kids or somebody small. But the great part about it is how convenient it is. You just push the dinette down and throw in your cushion, as you see here. You got windows above the dinette for a nice viewing angle. You get lots of cabinets above for extra storage. You know, I know when I go camping, you tend to bring too much, but it's nice to be able to have the comfort of having everything you need. So having the cabinets over the dinette is a great feature. Next to the cabinets here on the left, in the middle of the motorhome's roof, you'll see the powered vent here. And this is a bigger screen, bigger skylight here, great for bringing a good amount of air in and just giving you nice natural light inside of the motor coach. It's great for being above the bunk to be able to look outside the coach, give you a nice cool breeze. Just a cool feature that Renegade offers on the Veracruz. Now we're going to show you the bunk that sits over the chassis cab here on the Veracruz, and you're going to see the ladder that goes up to it. This turns into a full-size mattress bed, and it has a privacy curtain here for anyone that's sleeping up there to have a little bit of privacy when they're up there. It stores nicely, as you see here. The ladder goes in a nice spot, and then it tucks away so it's out of your way so you don't hit your head if you're crawling in and out of that hole there. Panning over, we're going to show you the electrical side of things. When you look inside here, we're going to show you that you have access to your satellite receiver if you wanted to do so, or your Blu-ray DVD player combo setup. And now is a good time to talk to you about the satellite TV option we have on this coach. We have the Winegard Traveler that sits on top of here, and that's a big satellite dish that's rated for gale force winds. And we like the Traveler because the Traveler hooks on to more satellite dishes that allows you to watch HD TV or to record television as well. So while it's not an in-motion satellite that works while you're going down the road, this is a lot more powerful satellite that's going to give you better TV quality picture and give you recording capabilities. Now going to the left side of the coach, we're going to show you this little cabinet area, which is a great spot for putting in some random knickknacks, but also a good spot to put in your iPad that we're going to give you when you buy this coach from us and the Advantage package that we give you. Talking about technology, Renegade puts in a lot of these 110 USB combos inside of the coach for you, because we know today's day and age that you're going to have to charge a lot of things when you're on the go. So, and a lot of you that are bringing kids or grandkids with you, they're going to need to charge all their devices as well. Next, I want to talk to you guys about the theater seats here. And we opted to put theater seats in this coach because with the theater seats, you get a great viewing angle of the TV, and the theater seats just are extremely comfortable. Our customers are responding really well to the theater seats. You're going to see IWS stock a lot more theater seats in the upcoming inventory. Just because, you know, I've sat in them personally, and being able to recline back and watch television and sit and relax with your friend or your significant other just is a really great feature, and what you really are camping for is to go out and relax. Above your theater seats, you're going to see another row of cabinets with reading lights above you and a window behind you that vents open. The cabinets are great for a little extra storage that you didn't think you needed, but Renegade puts them in there for you. You're going to see the nice wall sconces that they offer on the Veracruz, and you're going to see an example of what the Multiplex control system looks like here on the cabinet wall. Now looking at the kitchen area, it's a cool little kitchen area. It's really built for space savings. So you have your induction cooktop and your sink right next to each other, but with the induction cooktop, you're able to set things on top of it, it doesn't come on until you have induction cookware on top of it. So you don't have to worry about burning your items or burning your hand on top of it. Now's a great time to show you the microwave here. This is a convection oven microwave. Works just like your normal microwave, but it also has convection features as well for cooking, cooking pizzas or whatever you need to go inside of it. Also has a nice cabinet next to it for putting cereal boxes or any other kitchen items that you need. The sink here is a single bowl sink, which is great. Gives you a big enough space to put pots and pans in, and has a retractable spray head for you to get to those areas that you need to spray some more water. Down below, you're going to see lots of storage. We have 3 pull-out drawers, and we have a nice space underneath that'll fit a trash can or any other pots and pans that you might need to put underneath of the sink. Now I want to show you the bathroom here, and it's great for space savings. The bathroom here gives you plenty of room to stand up and be able to turn around, and gives you nice enough leg room in the toilet area. You also have a nice max air fan that sits above you, and integrating a little cabinet here in the corner is great for just extra storage of things that you might need in that bathroom. The shower is pretty cool. It's got a skylight over the top of it for those of you that are really tall. Also gives a nice open feeling to it. Some natural light as well. Retractable spray head, and it also has integrated shampoo and soap shelves built into it. Having an electric macerator toilet's great because with the macerator toilet, you're going to be emulsifying and liquefying the waste as it goes down and pumping it down into your holding tanks, which is nice for black tank management. Now we're going to show you the 19 cubic foot residential refrigerator that Renegade puts inside the Veracruz. We're big fans of residential refrigerators. They're really robust, and manufacturers now are getting so competitive on energy efficiency that they do a great job of not draining your batteries completely dead when you're running your inverter and dry camping. Nice storage inside of it with bins as well, that it's going to feel very comparable to what many of you have at your own homes. Moving back into the bedroom, you're going to see a pocket door that'll shut you off from the rest of the coach when you need some privacy. This is a king bed, so it's a 72 by 75 mattress, which in a short coach like this is pretty unheard of to have that big of a mattress. Having cabinets and a small window above you, nice for storage with some reading lights, but also a window there for natural light. You have a nice mirror that spans across the back of the room. You have your smoke alarms there and your AC ducting. And you have a wardrobe closet here with expandable drawers that pull out like so. You have a nice closet here to hang your clothes. And here's your pop-up TV, and this is a manual pop-up television, so you just push down on it, and it comes right on up, and then you just push it down. So really simple, easy to use, and easy to manage and take care of. You're going to notice that on each of your nightstands that you have a 110 USB combo setup, so you'll be able to charge your phones or charge your devices. And you also have storage in those nightstands that you'll see that you'll be able to put your wallet or your keys, or for a lot of us, put your handgun in, so you have easy access to it. Now we're going to pan over to the interior of the chassis here, and first thing I want to talk about is this hole cutout that we're looking through, because a lot of you are wondering, hey, can I walk through that and get inside of the truck without getting outside of the motorhome? And the short answer to that is yes. But we will say that this hole here is cut out. It's more designed for you to just keep an eye on your family members, or if you have any dogs or whatnot that are traveling with you. It gives you a nice, easy access for you to just look behind you, make sure everything's going good with the coach. Now I want to talk to you a little bit more about the Ford chassis itself. We talked a little bit about it on the outside, but let's talk about some of the convenience features of this Ford. You know, the Ford chassis is one of our best-selling light-duty tow truck chassis, and not just because it's very capable mechanically, but interior gives you a lot of features that you don't get on other chassis. So with the Ford F550, this is the XLT trim, so you're going to get power seats, you're going to get a lot of hand controls built into the steering wheel, a really nice dash layout, you're going to have USB outlets in front. And honestly, my favorite feature of this whole entire chassis is the Sync 3 system that Ford developed with Microsoft. You're going to get that in this coach. And Sync 3 provides you not only with Bluetooth capabilities, but it also gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Play. So, you know, I know a lot of you are pretty familiar with that setup in your own personal vehicles. So having that in your motorhome is a really big value. The sound system inside of the XLT is really nice, and just the drivability of this chassis compared to others is going to feel very, very natural, is what I'll say. You know, a lot of you probably are like us, you drive pickups to work every day, or you drive big SUVs, or even if you drive a car, this is gonna not feel too much different than what you drive every day. It has a really nice turning angle, turning radius. And with all the convenience features, the safety features, and the technology that Ford offers, it's just a real winner of a chassis. I personally drive a F250 to work every day, and it's got the Sync 3 system. It's got all these same kind of features, and I really love it. And you're also going to get upfitter switches built into it as well. So if you ever want to add extra lights and add marker lights like that, we can do that for you. If you ever want to put a light bar, we can sure do that for you here. It's nice and easy to do so. All right, now that we're wrapping up, I just want to tell every one of you thank you for listening to me and being a fan of our YouTube channel. We really appreciate all the support out there. All the positive and negative comments are great for feedback, so please leave them in the comments below. I'm going to be responding to you personally here for the next 24 hours and a little bit longer after that. So please give us a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see the most up-to-date content. We're going to have a lot more videos coming out here soon, so be on the lookout for all those. And please check out our website, IWSsales.com, and click on the Motor Coaches icon so you can check out all of our up-to-date inventory. Also, if you're watching to the end of this, I do want to point out that this Veracruz in particular has a $10,000 Kickstart the Economy rebate that we're offering on it. So we're offering this coach for $160,867, and that price is good until the end of April. So if you want to take advantage of a really great rebate on this Veracruz, please give us a call and we'll be here for you. So with that, thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.